Hello everyone and welcome to Claudia's channel, and today we're bringing to you another interesting topic, and the topic of today is bilingual. Yeah, if you're joining us for the first time, please subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button that below this video to subscribe to our channel. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I do speak different languages. I master about 3 languages, I speak 2 languages very well. Then others are, you know, I get along with others. I am a Nigerian, so I speak English. English was my first language. English is my mother tongue, and I also speak Italian. I speak Italian very well because I spent over a decade in Italy, because I schooled there. I schooled from high school, even primary to university, so I speak the language very well. I can speak it very well. And also when I was in Nigeria, I also schooled in Nigeria as well, but when I moved to Italy, I had to start again because of the language and all that, so I speak Italian very well. Then I live in Germany, and in Germany we speak German, and I have spent over half a decade here, so I also speak German. So I speak English, I speak Italian, I speak German, and as a Nigerian, I speak Pidgin English. Pidgin English is also a language you speak in Nigeria. I speak that very well. And I am from the southern part of Nigeria. I'm from Edo State, so I also understand and speak Benin, which is my language, my dialect. The thing is, I can't really speak Benin very well, but I do understand everything. Let's say not everything if you're not speaking the hardcore, the serious one. So, but I do understand Benin. What is it, baby? I do understand Benin as well, but I can't speak it very well. I'm not fluent in it, and but I'm trying my best. I'm even trying to take some courses online and stuff like that, just to make sure. Hey, my babies. Yeah, what is it? Just to make sure. Okay, come, let me give you something to drink. Yeah, just to make sure I speak the language very well. Okay, sit down, let me give you something to drink. We're in the park, so it's quite warm today, so we decided to come out and get some fresh air and just do something, because I have decided to make the video today. And don't pour the water. Oh my goodness, wait, point on you. So we're in the park, so we decided to just shoot the video, to make the video here today. And yes, like I said, I speak Benin as well, and I speak English, Italian, German, Pidgin English, and also Benin. So I speak roughly, let's say, 5 languages, 4 languages, 1 dialect. I don't know how to put it, but that's the languages I speak. And I am married to an Igbo guy. My husband is from the east, eastern part of Nigeria, so he speaks Igbo, and he also speaks Italian like I do, and he also speaks English and Pidgin as well. So my kids, they are born here in Germany, and in Germany you speak German. So the question was, when I had my first daughter, I was like, which language am I gonna speak with her home? I really want her to speak more than 1 language, because I am really happy that I speak different languages. So I really want her to, I want to pass that thing to her and make sure she speaks other languages as well. So the question was, which language should I speak to her at home and stuff like that. So I started this way. I started with English, obviously, and I was always mixing it up with Italian because I love Italian language so much. I always speak the language. I say 1 or 2 things. I was mixing it up in English and Italian, everything that were just coming my way, come to me, and I was just speaking. But I try not to speak German to her then. I was just speaking just those 2 languages. I thought. Then I had to speak with her doctor, and she was a pediatrician. He said, I think it's good you speak different languages. They don't have problem. They can learn different languages as a baby. So my question was, how am I going to teach her 2 or more than 2, because I really want her to speak more than 2, not just 2. Let's be serious, because I can speak almost 5, so she should speak at least 2 or 3, sorry. Then I was asking myself, how am I gonna do it? And I just woke up one morning. I said, okay, good, let's start this way. I told my husband, you just talk to her in English, because my husband is an English teacher, so he knows English better than I do. Okay, you talk to her in English, then I talk to her in Italian. And he was, okay, it's fine, it's not a problem. So he would talk to her in English and I'll talk to her in Italian. But the thing was, I am always with her and my husband is not always with her. So I spend more time with my daughter than my husband does. So she ended up speaking understand more Italian than English. And I was like, okay, no, she really needs to speak English, because English is the language that I prefer she speaks as her first language or her mother tongue or anything. So I was like, okay, good, then I have to change, I have to switch to English. Then I was talking to her in English, and like normal everyday thing, always in English. And maybe when we want to eat, we're sitting on the table to eat, then I would then talk to her in Italian. I was always telling her the food in Italian, and food things were always Italian and other things were English. Times when we go out to play in the park or anywhere, she obviously wanted, I was also always trying to speak to her also in Italian, so just to make sure she knows when we're on the playground we're speaking Italian, when we're on the table we're speaking Italian, when we're doing other things we speak English. And obviously she goes to the nursery, she started nursery when she was 6 months, so it was really like she must learn the language and the German language in the nursery, because we live here. And then, oh my god, he wants to bite me. And I had to go back to work after 6 months. Come on. I had to go back to work. I'm talking about my first daughter now. I went back to work after 6 months. So she started nursery when she was 6. So obviously she started listening to German more in the nursery, and I was not worried about that. So when I get off, when I'm done for work, I pick her up. I talk to her in English. Audrey, what is it? What is it? What is it? So I talk to her in English, and I talk to her on the table in Italian, and when my husband comes back from work, he talks to her in English. So that was what we were doing, and it was really working fine. And now we have the twins. The question is, do I speak English with the twins? Do I do the same thing I did to Audrey with the twins? But now Audrey speaks, she understands English very well, perfectly, and she understands German very well, and she understands a bit of Italian, obviously not like English or German. And I am still trying to do the same thing to my twins. So with the twins now, because with the twins I'm staying longer at home, I have longer maternity leave than what I had for my daughter. So I am really enjoying this time that I'm home. So I want to do everything I can do now that I'm home with them. So with the twins I speak obviously English. I speak more English and less Italian. That was how it started also with Audrey. So then I just started like a few months ago to start, you know, saying more Italian words to them as well in Italian, so they can learn Italian as well. I also started with table when I'm to feed them, when they're about to eat, or if I want to tell them, are you hungry? Are you done? Do you want more? And stuff like that. Or the food that they are eating, I would say it in Italian. Or I would just say little things, not really a long I don't know, just little words so they can easily pick those words up. And then I said, okay, no, I think that's not the best way to go about it again. I really have to speak the language very well. As in, you just speak, you'll be thinking they are babies, they don't learn, they learn. So I just have to speak the language very well, and I'm sure they will pick it up. So my message is this: I'm talking to all those mom out there that has that speaks different languages, or they live in a different country, they have their mother tongue, and they eventually live in another country where they have they speak different language. Or just like my situation, I am in Nigeria. I've lived in different countries, and I speak their languages, and my kids are there. So I'm just trying to think, which language am I supposed to speak or I'm not supposed to speak. And yeah, that is it. I don't speak. Audrey now can understand some word in Italian. So yeah, obviously if I have to go to Italy to see my family, my parents, anybody there, if they say word to her, one or two words in Italian, she will get to understand what they're saying. And if we go to Nigeria to see our family of us over there, she will understand English. And if she's here in Germany, she obviously gonna speak German. But the problem is Benin. How do I go about it? I am not good in Benin. I cannot teach the language the way I can teach English or German or Italian. And my husband also wants to speak Igbo, you know. She wants her to know. So I was like, okay, all these languages for the babies, isn't that gonna be too much? But really, it's not too much. Babies, they learn. I think they associate a particular word to a language to a particular thing. Like I said, if it's table time, they will know it's Italian. If it's this, they will know it's that. It's this language. If it's not, they know it's German. If you're out and about, they know it's English. If they want to talk to mommy, they know they'll talk to mommy in Italian. If they want to talk to daddy, they know they can talk to daddy in Igbo. So I know this is the language, this is the way they learn, and it's really working. My husband is not really speaking like Igbo, serious Igbo for the babies. So Audrey, for example, he might say, I'm even using that means to learn the language, bien, as come, or he might, those little things, stop crying, come here, let's go, you know. So she understands everything. So if I want to tell Audrey, come here darling, she will know what I mean in English. If I tell her vieni qua, she knows I'm saying come here in Italian. If my husband says bia, she will know it's Igbo, it's go. So she understands all the words, and it sounds so funny, but she knows those words means come. And I think the only disadvantage is for the fact that she is learning now. She's learning how to talk. She's just 27 months, I think, 26 or 27 months. So she's really learning how to talk, and it's gonna be a little bit confused. She's a bit confused at times because she speaks a bit of English, a bit of German, a bit of Italian, a bit of everything. She mixes everything up, and she might say mama 9 once, which means mommy I don't want it. She will say 9, which is German once. You know, she speaks a bit of everything, but the only thing she don't understand is pidgin, because we hardly speak pidgin at home, and I really don't want her to learn that now. If she has to learn it, she can learn it maybe probably when she's grown, she's outside, or when she wants to watch comedy. Not now, because the languages are just too much for her. I think the languages that are important for her now are German, English, Italian, and probably our dialects, Igbo and Benin. So I wouldn't want to introduce Pidgin English into I don't want to introduce Pidgin English to her for now, so it's gonna be too confusing, and because she's gonna, you know, to be too much like this. So these are the languages we speak at home, and obviously my husband and I will speak English, more English or Italian at home than speaking dialects. He doesn't understand even a word. Does not understand the word in Benin, so he's getting to understand a bit now, because I do say it purposely. I might like to that. I was telling the kids, I was like, Larry, he was like, what is that? I said that it means come here, you know, or anything, just little things like that. And he's getting to learn as well. He should learn, he must learn. And just the way I'm learning when he's talking to Audrey, like, well, like biao, that little things that he says. So these are the languages we speak in our house, and these are the languages I'm introducing to my kids. You can drop below the video. Let's stop it. Let us know how you teach your kids. If you are multilingual, you speak different languages, and how you do teach your kids these languages. If you also married to someone different from your tribe that speaks different tribe, and you want the child to learn the tribe, how do you do it to learn the dialect? How do you do it? Drop your comments below this video, and obviously I will see if I will have to add yours to my own, or you know, it's certainly gonna help someone. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my toys are so fun. Wow. Okay, come on, let me carry you. Jamie, you sit here. Come, baby. Yeah, it's alright. What happened? Oh, it's okay. It's alright, it's okay. It's alright. Die. Basta. Sorry, Baba. Sorry, Mama. So yeah, if you're joining us for the first time, yeah, my twins. These are my crew. I'm carrying Chloe, and this is Jamie, and they are 9 months old now. They just turned 9 a few days ago. So I have like I said, I also have a daughter. She's 28 months now. So she's 2 years and 3 months. So she's learning how to talk, to talk. And the disadvantage is that if she speaks different languages, she's gonna speak and learn slow. She will not talk fast like other babies, like a baby that just speaks just German at home, German in the nursery, German everywhere, playground, everywhere is German. So it's obvious the baby will master the English faster, talk faster, and than a baby trying to speak 2 or 3 or 4 languages at the same time. But the only advice I will give here, the advice I think is very important that you should know is you should speak the language you know you master very well. You speak very well to the baby. And like me, I speak English. I believe I speak English very well. I speak Italian very well, perfectly well. So I speak those languages to my baby. I'm very sure I passing to them what I know, so I'm not going to pass my mistakes and all those things to them. And obviously my German is not as good as my English or as good as my Italian, so I don't speak German at home. Not just because my German is not as good as my English or my Italian, but I don't speak German at home. I don't want to speak a language that that maybe I'll have to make a little bit of mistakes in it. And apart from that, she's in Germany, so she goes to nursery. She spends hours in the nursery, so she's gonna speak German. She's gonna speak perfect German, that is for sure. And there's no point me trying to speak my own German to her and mix with her. No, I just have to teach her other language, so she'll have more languages, and it will be a plus for her. She don't really have to go when she's grown or starts going to language school, learning other languages and stuff like that. No, she don't really need it. When I was in Italy, when I was in high school, we had to do 2 foreign languages. I then did English and French because Italian was the main language, so I chose English and French because English was a language that I knew already, and French, I had to learn French. But I cannot speak French the way I'm talking to you in English or in German or anything like that. I just learned French in school. As soon as I did my GC, my exam, I finished the French just left because then I was just trying to memorize the French to be able to talk, to write my exam. Sorry, I was just, you have to read to pass exams. I was not really learning French to speak French, sorry, as in speaking perfectly. Oh, stop it, girl. Stop it. What is it? It's alright. Sorry, that. So that is the languages we speak at home, and I don't speak language that I don't know, and I speak the one that I know very well. And as for Igbo and Benin, since I am not very good in that, I really don't want to say too much about that to them. I know they will get to learn it probably if they want to learn it just the way I'm trying to learn now, because I am really trying to learn my take, darling, take this, take this. I'm trying to take care of Jamie. He wants to go everywhere. Oh my goodness, my kids are amazing. I think this. What are you looking for? Let me get you something else. Do you want this? Do you want this? Yeah, good boy. That's it. So I just the way I'm trying to learn Benin now. I am grown. I really didn't grow up in Benin City, so I don't speak the language that well. I actually learned the language abroad. I learned how to speak Benin. Yeah, so it's not. I didn't learn the language back home that much. Oh my goodness. So I am learning Benin as an adult, not as a baby, and so I believe they can as well learn that way, learn Benin or Igbo or speak it. But that's the main reason we're just like trying to give them a bit of everything, a bit of Benin, a bit of Igbo. Actually, I don't really do that Benin thing that much with them though. So my husband do more of the Igbo to the babies than I do Benin to them, as in speaking, I mean. So that is it from us today, and we hope to bring to you some other interesting videos any moment from now. And if